My wife's affair saved our marriage, and I'm the one who orchestrated it. After 15 years of marriage, Rachel and I had become strangers living in the same house, going through the motions of a relationship that had died years earlier. We barely spoke, hadn't been intimate in months, and I could see the light fading from her eyes every day. I knew she was miserable, but neither of us had the courage to end things because of our 2 young kids. Then I met Marcus at a work conference, and when he mentioned he was recently divorced and lonely, an insane idea began forming in my mind. I started inviting Marcus to our family barbecues and group outings, watching him and Rachel connect over shared interests I'd never even known she had. I could see her laughing again, engaging in conversations, becoming the woman I'd fallen in love with but had somehow lost along the way. So I began creating opportunities for them to be alone together, suggesting Marcus help her with a work project, asking him to check on her when I was out of town, even going as far as encouraging her to go to dinner with him as friends. The night I came home early from a business trip and found them together, I felt a strange mix of heartbreak and relief. I pretended to be devastated, demanded they both leave, and filed for divorce the next week. But here's the twisted part. I'd been documenting everything, not to use against Rachel in court, but to prove to myself that she was capable of happiness again. During our mediation, I told Rachel I wanted joint custody and would give her the house, asking only that she be happy. She broke down crying, confessing that she'd been planning to leave me for months but hadn't known how to tell me she'd fallen out of love with me years ago. Marcus, who had been racked with guilt, was shocked when I told him I hoped they'd find happiness together. 6 months later, they're engaged, and my kids are happier than they've been in years because both their parents are finally authentic again. Rachel still doesn't know I orchestrated their meeting, and sometimes I wonder if destroying my own marriage to save my wife's happiness makes me the most loving husband or the most manipulative one. The hardest part is that I'm genuinely happy for them, which makes me question whether I ever really loved her or just loved the idea of being needed by someone who was slowly disappearing.